Victoria Marie, and I am back with a product review of the We Are Memory Keepers Typecast Typewriter. I recently purchased this because I've been looking for a typewriter for a very long time, and I got tired of trying to go from thrift store to thrift store and garage sale looking for a typewriter, and I decided to break down and buy one. Now, I saw an ad for this come across my Facebook feed, and I think one of my scrapbooking friends had posted it on her page, and I immediately went to check it out. This typewriter is available exclusively through Michaels.com. You cannot find it at the Michaels stores. It's not sold there. It's only exclusively sold online. Now, this typewriter is somewhat pricey. It is $199. And now I know some of you gasped, and I know some of you are probably thinking, oh my gosh, I can go find one for a fraction of the price. And you know what? You are absolutely right. But for those of us who do not feel like going out there and trying to find a typewriter, I think that this is something that you will probably like. Now, I'm giving this a shot for the next couple of weeks, and if I don't like it, then I'll go ahead and return it. But so far, so good. So let me tell you about some of the features. A couple of things to note. Even though this is sold exclusively through Michaels, it is also an exclusion item. You cannot use a coupon on this. You would have to pay full price unless, of course, they put it on sale, which probably at some point they may put it on sale. They typically do that in a lot of their products, higher-end products. Every now and then will put it on sale. So $199 is the price point that you're looking at. That's not including any shipping, handling, and taxes. So taxes and shipping will vary depending on your location. Now, some of the features, this is a retro model design, so it's super sleek, very cute. It comes in black as well as pink. Sorry for those of you who like mint and turquoise, that's not available, at least not at this time, and I was really hoping it was, but I went with the black because I thought it was really slick. There's a quality internal metal construction. This is very solid. This is a manual typewriter, so it doesn't come with any cords or anything like that. I did have to spend a minute to get used to a manual typewriter. I haven't used one since I was in high school. I learned how to type on a manual typewriter, so that brings back some memories. There is an upper and lowercase alphabet, and you just press this little key here to do an upper and lowercase letter or number, or letter rather, and then also to do your numbers. And also there is a 2-color red and black ribbon that's included. Now, in this portion of the typewriter, you simply push this forward, and there you can see sort of the inner workings of the typewriter. So you have the ribbon that's black and red, and then you have your standard keys right here. Now, with a manual typewriter, you do have to press pretty hard on your keys in order to make those key impressions. And I had to really practice that because, again, I hadn't used one of those in a while. This slips right back on very easily like this, so that's pretty cool. Now, this typewriter is compatible with a standard ink ribbon, and you can probably find ink ribbons at your local office supply or Amazon or where you like to buy your office materials. And there is an ink ribbon selector on here as well. So here on this button, you can select either the black, and it has BLK written out here, and then it has CLR, which stands for clear, but it's really red, and you can push that up and you can use your red ribbon. You can also adjust your margins, and here's a little lever here that can hold your paper up for you as you are typing. And then you also have a paper guide that slides as well. That'll keep your paper in place as you're typing. Then there are 4 line spacing options, and you just simply move the lever to the spacing that you desire. There is a return bell indicator, which is awesome, and once you've reached the end of your document and that return bell rings, you can simply press your lever here, and it'll go ahead and take you right back to the beginning of your page, and it will adjust your line spacing according to how you have it set. Now, the cool thing about this typewriter is, of course, not only can you use your standard 8.5 by 11 paper on this typewriter, as most typewriters are designed to do, you can also type on 12 by 12 papers. Now, this was a selling point for me because I was seriously looking into buying a large format printer sometime next year, but those things cost in excess of about $500, and I didn't want to pay ink on yet another printer. So when I discovered that I could use this 12 by 12 paper on this typewriter, I was all for it. So I'm just going to stick this in here and advance that up, and there's 2 little advance knobs here on the side of your typewriter. And there we go. I've got my 12 by 12 paper, and let me scoop this up. My 12 by 12 paper here, ready to type. I can pull up my little lever to hold my paper for me, And there we go. I can type away, or go to the space on my 12 by 12 paper where I want my typed journaling at. I thought that was pretty cool. There is a 12 by 14 footprint on this typewriter, so you can certainly type away on those 12 by 12 layouts. So very cool feature. Absolutely love that. All right, so let's give this puppy a go. Now, remember, with a manual typewriter, you're going to have to put a little bit more force on these keys so that you can get an impression from your key onto your paper. So I'm just going to type out a quick little sentence. All right, so you hear that little type ding go off. So now all I have to do is press my lever back, and it'll advance me to whatever the line space that I want. Now, I didn't have the line space set, but typically I'll have it about at 1. And it'll go ahead and advance the paper, and then I'm able to type again. Now, when I'm done, there's this little lever right here that I just press, and it will advance that cartridge, the type carriage right over, and then I can just pull my paper out. All right, and there is the typecast lettering, which I love so much. Now I can do the same thing on my 12 by 12 paper. I just stick that in there. Okay, so I was able to type on my 12 by 12 paper, really nice and easy. Pull that out, and there's the typing. Isn't that cool? Can you imagine typing on your 12 by 12 layouts? Ah, so exciting. So exciting. I love this. I absolutely love it. I cannot tell you how excited I am to be able to type on 12 by 12 layouts. Uber stoked about that. So a couple of things to note if you are interested in this typewriter. When you first get it, you want to make sure, number one, that your ribbon is nice and taut. So that your ribbon is nice and taut, that it's not coming up over the little spindles here, because that will affect your typing and how it comes out on your paper. Also, too, your keys may stick as you're typing. All you simply have to do, if your keys stick while they're up, is just go ahead and just lightly pop them back down. That's all you have to do on that manual typewriter. Also, to get your little return lever to work a little bit better, you do want to tighten up this little spindle here so that it's nice and taut, so that when you turn it, both levers here, that your paper will advance. And it will allow for this lever to do its job to advance your paper once you need to start a new line. And then another thing you want to remember is to keep your typewriter covered, and you should be keeping all of your electronic tools covered anyway to prevent dust and such from going into your keys and onto your typewriter. That can definitely affect the performance of your typewriter. Alrighty guys, so that was my quick review. I hope you check this out. Again, it is a little pricey, $199. It's only exclusively sold on Michaels.com, at least for now. Oh, one other thing I failed to mention. If you purchase this, you're going to find in your packaging a yellow sheet of paper, and it has some instructions on it. I don't know what I did with mine. I think I might have thrown it away. In any event, you will be given a website address to the We Are Memory Keepers YouTube channel. Apparently there is a tutorial of this Typecast typewriter supposedly on their YouTube channel. I have yet to find it. So you might want to go on there, do a search around. I'm actually probably going to email or contact them to see if in fact they do have a tutorial on there, because that would be very, very uber helpful for those who are getting this machine. I definitely would have appreciated it, particularly when I pulled it out the box and trying to figure out how it works, because it has been a while since I used a manual typewriter. So that is one thing to be mindful of, that they may not have that tutorial on their YouTube channel. But easy to learn, easy to pick up. If you have been using, or if you have experience using a manual typewriter, then there probably isn't a learning curve for you at all. This is a super sleek piece of machinery. I absolutely love it. It's going to sit out on my craft desk, and I'm definitely going to get a lot of use out of it. And you'll probably be seeing me use this typewriter a lot in my process videos. Okay guys, take care, and I'll see you next time.